So in this presentation, this is Shreyas Madhav and Gunjan Agarwal. We'd like to present on the topic on two main image operations, which is contrast stretching and histogram equalization, both of which work towards the same goal of making images expand the entire range of intensity values available to them. So let me just start off with a small introduction of what contrast is. Contrast is defined as the range of an image, or simply put, it's how spread the intensities are. It's the difference in luminance or color that makes an object visible to the human eye and more distinguishable. So in this slide, we see the comparison of histograms between a low contrast and a high contrast image. When we compare the histograms, we see that in the low contrast image, a large amount of values are concentrated in a small tonal range of the histogram, whereas in a high contrast image, the intensity values range from the minimum to maximum, giving a more distinguishable look. So our goal in this contrast enhancement is to spread the intensities of the concentrated histogram to a much larger range, so it becomes perceivable to the human eye and much more legible. So the two operations as I described are contrast stretching, which is linear, and nonlinear histogram equalization.
So now I will begin with contrast stretching. Just a minute. Yeah, so contrast stretching is a linear method of contrast enhancement. So in contrast stretching, what we do is we try to map the pixel values based on a linear transformation. Linear transformation, that is equation of a straight line. So this is the equation for that. A and B are the lower and upper limit of the intensities of the input image, and A and B are the lower and upper limit of the output image, the intensity value, and C and D are the lower and upper limit of the intensities of the input image, and R is the pixel value. So in case of the grayscale image, it may vary from 0 to 255, and S is the output value of the pixel which we get after the transformation. So the graph looks something like this. Here the input intensity level is denoted by R1, that is R, and output intensity level is denoted by S, it's on the y-axis. So when this R and S becomes the same, this line becomes a perfectly straight line. That is, all these points become a collinear. So in that case, there is no difference between the input image and output image. But to obtain a contrast transformation, what we need to do is we need to map these pixel values accordingly. So what we do is, like, I'll show you with an example of code on Colab. So here on my screen, you can see the code for contrast stretching. So here I have taken parameter R1 is equal to 110, S1 is equal to 0, R2 is equal to 200, and S2 is equal to 255. What this means is that the pixel value corresponding to 110 in the input image will be mapped to 0 in the output image, and the pixel value corresponding to 200 will be mapped to 255 in the output image. Now, why I have chosen this value? This is my input image, and this is the histogram, the intensity histogram corresponding to this. You can see that approximately 100 below 110, there are very less number of pixels, and approximately after 200 there are very less number of pixels. So we have to spread the histogram in the region 200 to 250 and 0 to 100. So that we do by contrast stretching. So this is the code for contrast stretching. The same code, it's the same which we used in presentation. Just we have written a function for that, and using that we apply the contrast stretching. So this is my input image. And this is the histogram for the input image, and this is the output image after applying a linear contrast stretching, and this is the histogram for the output image. So after comparing both the histogram, you can see that now the histogram is spread in a much larger area. So you can see the enhancement produced by contrast stretching. So now I will request Shreyas to continue with histogram equalization.
So now we move on to histogram equalization. which works kind of different from contrast stretching, which is mostly based on mapping. So histogram equalization works on probability distribution. The main goal of the histogram equalization is to produce a linear trend to the cumulative probability distribution and hence produce a more contrasted image. So on a basic note, a histogram is a visual representation of how the intensity of pixels is varied and how many number of pixels is present per intensity. So let me just start off with the code and I'll explain through the process.
Can you see the code?
No, I'm not able to see the code.
Just a minute, I'll share the screen. Yeah, now I think you are able to see the code.
Yeah. So in this code, we have made use of two main factors. We have done it in Python using NumPy and OpenCV to demonstrate both aspects of it. So first, we read an image as a grayscale image. It is usually better to perform histogram equalization or grayscale or HSV images, as doing it on an RGB image will lead to color imbalances on a later stage. So first we calculate the histogram, the cumulative sum from the histogram. Then we plot the CDF curve for the normalized histogram. So as you see, the initial histogram of the low contrast image is pretty concentrated and the CDF curve is definitely not linear. So here we apply the concept of NumPy masked arrays. So first off, we mask all the zeros in the CDF array, and then we perform the histogram equalization formula on all the other matrix elements. Finally, we put the zeros back in their place as they just are not needed for this calculation. So then we do the same process again, and in this histogram we see that the intensity of the pixels are much more spread out and there's a more linear trend to the CDF curve. And now when we view the final image, we can see that the contrast has definitely been enhanced and is much more distinguishable.
So here you can see the comparison between the initial image and the final image. So now I would like to take up the topic that what are the applications of this contrast stretching. So let me share my screen. Just a minute. Yeah. So the application of contrast stretching are mainly in the satellite imagery and the medical applications. So in satellite imagery, you can see that the original image obtained from the satellite or remote sensing image is not much enhanced, but after enhancement, you can see how much detail we can see in the image, all the geographical areas, all the locations, residential areas, etc. We can obtain from the image. So it's of great use in that. And the second application is in medical images. So in medical images, you can see that this is the image obtained. So you can see that the histogram is too much concentrated for one particular value over here, and then after a small amount of contrast enhancement, you can see that the histogram, the image turns out to be somewhat better, and the histogram is spread on one side, that is on the right side. And when we spread the histogram on the entire portion, on the entire x-axis, when we spread the histogram portion, you can see that we get a much better visualization of the image. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.